All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he trucked him. And now running right through it. And he's free going down the left side. And his first carry, he loses the football. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for... This is caught inside the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Taco Charlton. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gone, 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 gone. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's caught. Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now here come the Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Watch him now, Barney!
They're going to look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, here's Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rolling to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On second down, Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw now on first down. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a great move again. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They were looking for Johnson that time. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Gone!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Ebron's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Detroit!
Again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Still fighting for more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's got room. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but
Because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally. And
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Mack, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down. Trying to throw it ahead with Watt. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
They start the drive with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Here's Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Allen to throw on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here with Adams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Detroit!
And here's Allen on third down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 30.
Back to the ground, Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
A give. This is Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Gun! Over!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Star Latulele busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to...
He's got a man, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. That boy's got 4 down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Steps away to his left. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Adams. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and the people really enjoyed this game. They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.